Hi, I'm Barry Falk, the Chief Executive Officer of the American Red Cross Missouri and Arkansas region. And today it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to our region, to our team, and to your new role at the Red Cross. You know, the American Red Cross is a mission unlike any other. We exist to both prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of our donors. And today it's my pleasure to really welcome you into that work, this humanitarian work. At the Red Cross, we are all humanitarians, and we like to think of ourselves as a community of humanitarians. Here we care not just for our communities, but we also care for one another. We exhibit values and core values that really make us stronger as an organization. We work collectively and collaboratively together. We demonstrate compassion. We do all of these things to ensure that as you're joining this new mission that we call the Red Cross, that you are ready and prepared to be a wonderful humanitarian, and so that you can be the most successful in your brand new role. So welcome. My job here at the Red Cross is to oversee the Missouri and Arkansas region, and I've been with the organization almost 12 years. And so it is a privilege to lead this organization, it's a privilege to lead this team, and to lead the incredible humanitarian action that we get the ability to lead each day. Also here at the Red Cross, volunteers are an incredible component to our work, where 90% of our work, our mission, is delivered by volunteers. And so as you're joining potentially in a role in DCS or fundraising or operations, know also that there is an entire workforce that is here to support you as staff or employees, but also there is a volunteer corps that is so ready also to serve our mission and deliver this humanitarian action to our communities and those that we serve. At the Red Cross also, we have a couple of things that are important for you to know as you're orienting yourself to our region and to the Red Cross. And today, one of the things I want to cover with you is about our FY27, fiscal year 27 regional action plan. Each year, we come together as a leadership team and come together with what are the priorities for this particular fiscal year. And today I want to share a couple of those with you as we really are in the middle of FY27 and really launching our continued humanitarian action. Our regional action plan is really underpinned by our humanitarian services FY30 vision. And that vision says this: we envision a humanitarian network where every community is empowered to act and connected to the full strength of the Red Cross. Rooted in humanity and impartiality, we meet the greatest needs, ensuring our services are accessible and trusted, while also maximizing the impact of every donation. When emergencies strike, we elevate local voices and mobilize volunteers and donors as a unified force and for hope and for action. That Humanitarian Services Vision Statement is our FY30 Vision Statement, and that's a national statement. And as we think about the Regional Action Plan for this fiscal year, we've really taken those core tenets to that plan and made them ours. And so our Regional Action Plan here in Missouri, Arkansas is really founded by really four key principles: humanity first, community-led, volunteer-powered, and donor-funded. First, let's talk about humanity first. Under Humanity First, we place people at the center of every decision, building trust through meaningful, compassionate experiences for our workforce and those we serve. When we think about Humanity First here in Missouri and Arkansas, we're thinking about really two things: the way that we treat one another as a humanitarian network here at the Red Cross, we sometimes call that internal community, and then the way that we are providing compassionate experiences for those we serve outside in the communities we serve, whether that be a chapter that you're in, a county that you're maybe serving, a DAC call that you're on, a military installation. It's so critical that we are humanity first. And humanity first sits above all the other pillars with intentionality and purpose. That's because if we do not have humanity, we truly can't exhibit the rest of the values or really execute the rest of our plan. The second part of our regional action plan is community-led. Local voices shape the Red Cross planning, mission impact through partnership, local understanding, and shared leadership in the communities we serve. In essence, what this particular part is talking about is that we want our communities to shape the way that the Red Cross shows up in a community. The community is by far the most qualified and best equipped to understand what that unique community's needs are, to understand exactly just how the Red Cross fits into a community. And so we rely deeply on communities to help shape our planning, to really be important partners in our work at the Red Cross, and really inform the way that we show up and deliver our core missions and services. Next is volunteer powered. I mentioned earlier in this video that volunteers are the center of everything that we do. 90% of our mission work is executed by volunteers. And so under volunteer powered, we believe that volunteers are the driving force of humanitarian action through service and leadership. Here at the Red Cross, it may be a little bit different than other places you've been, because there are times where volunteers are the leaders. You can go on a disaster and you may be an employee of the Red Cross, but you may be reporting to a volunteer. It's also not uncommon here at the Red Cross where we empower volunteer leaders to lead core work, core projects, core mission delivery. And many times our staff may actually be reporting to them. So here at the Red Cross, when we talk about volunteer power, what we're really saying is that we want to empower volunteers for the work because they are the core of our mission. We believe deeply that growing their capacity, their understanding, their readiness helps us to serve communities more effectively. And we want to educate and kind of grow them into leaders of our organization because we trust volunteers in that way. We believe deeply in the work of volunteers in that way. So if volunteerism is new to you, if kind of working or managing volunteers is new to you, that's okay. But here at the Red Cross, everybody manages and works with volunteers, and we treat volunteers as equals. Truly, they are an important part of our work each and every day here at the Red Cross. The final component of our regional action plan for FY27 is donor funded. Financial donors, blood donors, and community partners make our work possible. And we steward that trust by maximizing connection, impact, and transparency. Here, the truth is that without our donors, we don't have a whole lot. Our donors help fund our mission. We have a fundraising team here that, of course, is working with our financial donors every day to connect them to the work that we do and the work that maybe you're going to be leading. We also, of course, have our biomedical side of the house, or our blood collection wing of the house. And our blood donors play in critical roles as well for our ability to sustain our mission and to make sure that our communities are well prepared for disasters or emergencies. And then finally, community partners. Our community partners play a critical role, and sometimes we do think of them also as donors or key partners that are supporting our work to make sure that our work can continue. And so, as we wrap here, I just want to say thank you again for joining the Red Cross. We are so grateful to have you joining our team. And truly, as you come on board, please know that my door is always open. I do have an open door policy here, and I'm so excited to get to meet you if I have not yet. But truly, your experience here at the Red Cross is important to me, and it's important to your supervisor and to each and every one of us. We talk a lot here in the Missouri and Arkansas region about supporting each other's success. And to me, a core competency of a strong team is a team that cares deeply about one another's success. And as you join the Red Cross, we want you to know that we care about your future success here, and we want to invite you to be a part of this community to also care about the success of your colleagues, volunteers, and our communities and all who we serve. So thank you so much for joining us. We are so grateful to have you. There's going to be a lot to learn over the coming weeks, and that's okay. Please pace your learning appropriately and don't feel that you could possibly learn it all in one setting, in 1 month, even in 1 year. Like I mentioned, I've been here almost 12 years and I feel still like I'm learning things all of the time. But we're so happy that you have joined our community of humanitarians here in the Missouri and Arkansas region. And we believe in you, and we believe in that you will add and contribute value and important work to our mission each and every day, and know that you have a team behind you ready to support you as you do. Thanks again and welcome. Hope to see you soon.